The reason you're boring or constantly bored is because you don't know enough fun facts about random subjects. Well, neither do I, so welcome to episode 1 of 30-Minute Finds, series where for 30 minutes a day I research one of these topics from this list of random things I found on Pinterest, make notes, and try explain them to you guys. Truthfully, I don't know too much about the Trail of Tears, which is a perfect topic for this experiment. So for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to do as much research as humanly possible and get back to you with everything that I found out. This is it! 30 minutes later, this is my mind map on the Trail of Tears. It was actually a lot harder than I expected to do this much information in 30 minutes. I think I read 2 different Wikipedia articles, 10 different websites, and watched 3 different YouTube videos in the 30-minute time span. So I'm actually kind of impressed as to what I could get done. But obviously, I barely scratched the surface in everything that there is to know about the Trail of Tears. Trail of Tears was essentially a consequence of the Forced Removal Act for Native Americans, co-signed by President Andrew Jackson in the 1830s. Essentially, the US government forced these Native American people out of their homes to Oklahoma. That was supposed to be land where they would be left alone. That also didn't happen. The Trail of Tears is essentially the pathway that they took across the various southern states to get to Oklahoma. It was a really difficult journey. They weren't given any sort of footwear. They weren't really given any means to get there. They walked barefoot. No food, no resources. There was not really any game to hunt. They were foraging as they went along. Unfortunately, 4,000 people died along the way, and someone described it as the most brutal order in the history of American warfare. It was a really, really horrible tragedy. And again, I barely even touched the surface of it. Even as they were walking, there were townspeople that would just watch them from afar. Nobody came to help. Nobody offered any sort of food. And even some towns and villages refused to let the people walk through. They had to walk around, making the journey a lot harder. For a lot of the tribes, they thought the journey would take around 2 months. But because of the horrible conditions and walking in the midst of winter, it took them around 4 months, where they were walking 8 to 9 miles a day, which is not very fast at all. It was just so heavy and so strenuous. I'm going to spend more time looking at it beyond this series. But it's kind of crazy how much I was able to find out about something I previously knew essentially nothing about. I hope you guys were able to join in and it was somewhat interesting to you, and I look forward to the next topic we research.